Good morning. Today is Saturday, March 19th. Welcome to our yoga class. For the next hour, we're going to spend time relaxing, breathing deeply, and focusing on connecting breath to movement and movement to breath. We want to let go of some stress and kind of reset our internal ability to handle things that happen every day. So let's go ahead and go down onto our backs and start with some relaxation. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms open, face to the sky. Start breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. And as we inhale, let's feel the expansion of our belly, our back, and our rib cage. And as we exhale, we feel that same area of the body contract and empty. While we're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, become aware of your face and relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Release any tension you're holding in your neck. Now bring your awareness and your breath into your arms, and let's breathe from our shoulders to our fingertips and just feel that breath traveling down the arms. And then from there, let's guide our breath into our legs and breathe from our hips to our toes. Shift your awareness to your spine and let's breathe from the top of our head down to the tailbone. And feel your breath make its way in between each segment of your spine. From there, we're going to inhale, arms skyward. And then as we exhale, let them float behind us. Once they've made it down onto the mat, I want you to stretch out through those fingertips, push out through your heels, and make your body as long and straight as you can. And then allow everything to go soft. Lift the arms back up. Return them to your sides. And then from there, let's pull your left knee against your chest. Give it a good close hug. And we'll flex and point our foot. Let's roll the ankle around, lead with your big toe. And then go the other way. And then just let your foot rest. And then I want you to flex your foot and spread your toes out as wide as you can. Crunch them all up. Spread them really wide. Crunch them all up. And then let your foot relax. Now let's change. Pull the other knee and give it close hug to your body. Start with the flex and point of your foot. And then let's roll the ankle around slowly. And then we'll reverse. Let your foot rest. And then flex your foot again and spread your toes out really wide. Scrunch them super tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch up tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch tight. And then let your foot relax. Now let's bring both knees in. Give yourself a giant hug. And once you've got your knees hugged in, we're going to rock a few times side to side. And just feel that massage on either side of your spine. Come back to neutral and let's circle our knees around and around. And then let's reverse. And then pull your knees in really, really tightly. Tighten the belly, press through the back of your ribs. And then bring your nose towards your knees so we're rounding out that spine. Release and let it come back down. Try again, tighten the belly, round up nose to knees. and release back down. Now let's set the left foot on the floor and place your right ankle on your left thigh. Use your right hand to push gently on that inner right thigh. Breathe into that outer hip. From there, let's take that same leg and extend it towards the sky. Push your heel up there and reach your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. And then think about pulling those toes over your head. Let's release, bend that knee, place the foot on the mat, and we'll change legs. So now you can place your left ankle on your right thigh. Use your left hand to push against that inner thigh, breathing into the outside of your hip. And then let's ease up, and we'll extend that leg towards the sky, pressing your heel as you're drawing your toes over your head. And then let's bend the knees, place your feet back on the mat, and we're ready to tuck them back in to give yourself that hug. A couple more rocks from side to side. And then come back to neutral. Let's cross our ankles, hook our big second and third fingers around our big toes, tighten the belly, scoop the belly in as you round the head, neck, shoulders off the mat. Let's release down. We'll change the cross of our legs, same thing. Tighten the belly, rounding up. Release. And once more, changing the cross, tightening the belly, rounding up. And this time, let's use the belly to roll us all the way up. And then once we've made it up, we can find our easy cross-legged position. Allow your palms to open face to the sky. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Feel the top of your head being drawn towards the sky. And then we're going to drop the chin against our chest. Breathe into the back of your neck. Lift the head to back, open your throat. Try again, draw the chin down. Lift the head to back, open your throat. We'll drop the chin again. Lift the head to back and open the throat. And then just bring that head back to neutral. From here, I want you to draw your shoulders tight up into your ears. And then pull them down and away from your ears. Again, pulling the shoulders up. And let them drop. Once more, pull the shoulders up. And then let them drop. Now let's press palms together at heart center. Inhale, open the arms and the heart. Exhale, bring your hands back in. Inhale, open. And exhale together. Once again, inhale, open. And exhale back together. Now let's point our fingers away from the heart and then turn them towards your heart. Again, point them away and then point them inward. Once again, point away and then point inward. And then just let your fingers point towards the sky and lace your fingers together. You're going to push our palms away from the body, breathing across our upper back and back shoulders. And then press your palms up towards the sky. And then let the arms open wide with your palms facing the sky. While we're still sitting nice and tall, start to pull the belly button tight and rotate as far to the right as you can. And then inhale back to neutral. And let's exhale, rotating to the left. Return to neutral. And again, rotate as far as you can to the right. And then let your fingertips float down to the mat. Continue to lift and open the spine and try to turn a little bit farther to look over that shoulder. Bring the arms back up to shoulder level. And we're going to rotate as far as we can to the left. And then let your fingertips float down. Sitting a little bit taller, turning even farther to the left to look over that shoulder. And then let's come back to center, arms extended. And then let's bring our palms back together at heart center. I'm going to take one more inhale as we are. Exhale, let's go ahead and transition onto hands and knees. Once we've made it to those hands and knees, we're creating foundational hands, widespread fingers, hands turned in slightly, pressing down through second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand, pressing down through the tops of our feet, feeling the belly button holding against the spine, and feeling the top of our head and our tailbone lengthening away from each other. Start sinking your navel as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, scoop inward for your cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, scoop in cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now make your way back to that neutral place. Let's extend through the right heel and then add the left arm forward and turn your left palm to the sky. Exhale, back down and let's switch. Left heel presses back, right arm forward, palm to the sky. Exhale, lower, we'll switch again, extend and reach. Now let's bring the elbow and the knee in and then re-extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Once more, exhale in and then inhale, extend. Come back to all fours and we'll switch, extending and reaching to start. And then exhale, knee to elbow and inhale, extend. Exhale, pulling in and inhale, extend. Once more, exhale, pull in, inhale, extend. Let's come back to all fours. And once there, we're going to touch our big toes, separate our knees, and go ahead and push back with that tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, your forehead comes to the mat, and your palms are open towards the sky. Flip the palms over, come back into your foundational hands, tuck those toes, and let's move into downward facing dog. Allowing your head to drop to those extended arms. Begin to walk your dog, lift and lower each heel individually. Raise up both heels together and then let them press down. From there, let's inhale ourselves into a good strong plank and then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again into plank and exhale, down dog. Once more, inhale into plank and exhale, down dog. From there, let's come back onto all fours. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. Exhale, round, come up for cat. And then we're back into neutral spine. Go ahead and extend the right leg behind you. The left arm reaches forward once again. And then we're going to set that left hand down and step the right foot between the hands. Make sure your knees over your ankle. Press down through the back foot. Lift the arms to the sky. Crescent moon. Fold forward, hands come to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Lift the left knee. That brings us into runner's lunge. Now step back with your right foot and we've returned to plank. On the exhale, lower the knees and then begin to lower upper body. Elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale again, coming down, elbows opening. Inhale, they tuck in, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale again, opening on the way down. And then inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Let's tuck our toes, come back up into downward facing dog. We'll walk the dog a few more times. Raise up both those heels. Press them back down. And then return to all fours. From there, let's extend the right leg behind us and the left arm forward. Lower down and we'll switch. Left leg and right arm. And then bring the hand down and we'll step left foot forward. Placing it between the hands, let's make sure we've got our knee over our ankle. Pressing down through the top of that back foot, reach to the sky. Crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes under, lift your right knee. We're back in our lunge. Now let's step the left foot back, hold on to your plank. You can modify if you'd like or lower in one piece. Elbows are wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, come back up into down dog. Inhale again into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Let's nod the head yes. Shake the head no. And then just let your head dangle there. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, let's roll body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale on the way down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling the body up, reaching high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. In exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. In exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Once again, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up, reach the sky. Exhale to the heart. And then extend your arms at your sides for mountain pose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's cradle our elbows in the palms of our hands, form a frame, and let your head just dangle within that frame. And remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. You just want to feel the upper body completely relaxed against our thighs. Let those fingers return to the mat. And take a giant step back with that right foot, bringing us into a good strong lunge. Go ahead and push your right heel down, turn your right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel and then lift upper body. Want to keep our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders square, and then when ready, add the arms alongside your ears. Warrior one. Let the arms open wide, open your heart, open your throat. And then go ahead and neutralize your spine. Begin to hinge forward as you bring your ribs close to your front thigh. And there's our airplane warrior. From there, let your hands return to the mat. Come back onto the ball of your right foot, and then start pushing your left leg straight as you extend your right leg behind you, hip level. Forming our tripod balance, we've got both hands placed on either side of our front foot. We can stay like that or align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to open the right hip as you extend that right arm to the sky. There's our half moon balance. As we exhale, let's bring that hand back down, and let's step back again into our runner's lunge. Go ahead and step the left foot back into our good strong plank. Exhale, let's lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck our toes, come on back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. We can stay there or we can add a push-up. And then press back up into downward facing dog. Take the right leg, extend it behind you, and push your heel towards the sky, making it our three-legged dog. And then step that right foot through your hands. Left foot steps forward as well. Toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again, extend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, pull yourself deeper down. Once again, forming that frame by cradling your elbows and allowing that upper body to press against our thighs. Let those hands release to the mat. Step back with your left foot into your lunge. Once you've got your lunge, we push our left heel down, turn our left toes out, align our left heel with the back of our right heel, lifting up our body, keeping those shoulders square and our hips forward at the arms. Warrior one. Centering your body weight equally into both feet. Let's open the arms, open the heart, open the throat. And then neutralize the spine. Hinge forward, bringing your ribs close to that front thigh for airplane warrior. And then we'll return our hands to the mat. Come onto the ball of your left foot. And then begin to push that right leg straight as you extend the left leg behind you. Press out through your heel and your hands form a tripod with your right foot. Once there, you can stay there or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Roll the left hip open, add that left arm to the sky for half moon. We'll exhale the hand back down if it's lifted, and we all step back, returning to lunge. Send your right foot back into your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank, remain in plank, or you can add a push-up. Press back up, downward facing dog. Extend the left leg behind you. Press that heel towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Now let's step that left foot forward. Right foot forward also. Toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, we're rolling up. We reach high and touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, arms open. They're going to come together behind us and hook together. And then when they're doing that, we're going to start pulling down with our hands, lifting and opening the heart and opening the throat. Inhale the spine to neutral. Exhale, hinge forward, lead with your ribs. Press them right against your thighs. Let your head drop and then see if you can lift the arms higher. Exhale, let's release our hands, fingertips to the mat. Go ahead and step back with your right foot, returning us to our lunge. Once there, we're going to walk around to form a straddle. So now we should be facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are either pointing straight ahead or you can turn them in. Hands directly under shoulders, knees as bent as we need them to be. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, sink deeper. Now while you're here and you're drawing those forearms closer and closer to the mat, see if you can bend your knees and just pull that tailbone down. And then start to push the legs straighter and straighter. And then we can push the arms straighter and straighter. And let's inhale, look out again. And then exhale, just let that upper body relax. From there, let's take that right arm and I want you to wrap it around behind the right thigh. And then take the left hand to the outside of your right ankle. And then we're going to draw the upper body towards that right thigh. On the exhale, let's release. We're back to center. And then let's walk ourselves around into runner's lunge and we'll face the back end of our mat. So you should have your right foot forward. So once we've made it into our lunge, start to lift upper body and that's going to bring you into your high lunge. And then if you want to, add your arms and that becomes our crescent lunge. Now let the arms open wide and start to straighten the front leg. Push the back heel down and then bring yourself around facing the edge of the mat again and we're in 5-pointed star. So we've got our toes in, our heels out, palms open to the sky. We're feeling a lift, like we're being drawn towards the sky. From there, let's inhale up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brush the mat with your fingers, and then inhale back up. So we're working sunflowers. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, reach up. Exhale again, forward, and inhale, reach up. And then let the arms reopen and return to that star. Rotate your palms to face forward and then start to bring the hands closer and closer together. Once your palms have met, we'll lace our fingers. And then let your index fingers press together. And keep extending so you feel that deep stretch across upper back and back of shoulders. From there, start lifting the arms, allow them to frame your head. Lengthening, lengthening out of your waist. And then from there, begin to side stretch to your left. And then let's inhale back up. Exhale, reopen, and we've returned to star. Now let's take left toes to face the front end of our mat. Align your left heel with your right arch and remain facing the wide edge of your mat. That's going to help bring us into Warrior Two by simply bending that left knee. And let's find that place where we can center our body weight equally into both feet. And we're looking out over our left hand. Lift the right arm up alongside your right ear. And then stretch that left arm forward. Lift the left, lower the right. Turn your left palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. While we're there, we're going to pull the left leg straight once again. And there's our reverse triangle. And just keep pressing even longer. And then come back into our starting position. And we're ready to begin our triangle pose. First thing we do is we start pulling our right hip to the right. And then we start reaching that left arm away from the right hip. We're going to stretch as far as we can in either direction. Once we can't go any farther, you can lower your left and lift your right. And imagine that you're doing this against the wall. So feel your body pressed open against the wall. Breathe away any tension that you're holding in your shoulder or your neck. And then while we're here, let's lay that right arm alongside the right ear, and that becomes our side triangle. And then we can lift the arm back up and go ahead and let's bend the left knee, bringing us into extended angle pose. On the exhale, start to revolve the upper body. Let your hands return to the mat. Come back onto the ball of your right foot so you're in lunge. And then let's inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's twisting lunge. Exhale that hand down. Go ahead and step back with your left foot into your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again into plank. You can stay there or insert a push-up. And then from plank, lift your right foot not too high, but then we're going to press up into three-legged dog. Send the right foot between your hands, bringing you back into your lunge. And then from there, we're pushing the left heel down and begin to straighten the right leg. Lift up your right toes and let your upper body melt against your front thigh. And just breathe into those hamstrings. See if you can push your toes back down and sink just a little bit deeper. And then let's rebend the right knee. We're back onto the ball of our left foot. And we can step the left foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Bend, bend, bend your knees like you're going to sit down into a tiny chair. And while you're doing that, pull your knees closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears. And then inhale, rise from your chair. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale again, extend the arms. Exhale, open just the arms. And once again, we'll hook hands together. Opening the heart, opening the throat. Breathe. Inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Pulling ribs to thighs, letting your head drop down. Lifting the arms higher and higher. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Take a giant step back with your left foot, bringing you into that lunge. And then from there, we walk ourselves around and we back in straddle, facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are turned in or pointing straight ahead. Inhale with your flat back. Exhale, melting down. And then while you're here, see if you can bend your knees and start pulling that tailbone down. And then push the legs straight. And go ahead and press those palms into the mat. Inhale again, flat back. And exhale, let go. From there, let's go ahead and take our left arm and wrap it around that left thigh. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, and then just pull that upper body across. Exhale, let's release. Coming back to that neutral place. And then we're ready to walk ourselves around into runner's lunge, facing the back end of our mat. Now, once we've established our lunge, lift upper body, bringing you into high lunge. And then you can add the arms overhead, and there's our crescent lunge. And then from there, start to push your back heel down as you straighten your front leg. Open the arms wide, and let's revolve ourselves. And that brings us into 5-pointed star. Inhale the arms skyward. Exhale, fold forward. Brush the floor with your fingers. Inhale back up. Exhale again, folding forward. And back up. Again, inhale, folding forward. Inhale, reach up. And then let the arms come open once again, and there's our 5-pointed star. Rotate your palms to face forward, and then let your hands come closer and closer together. Press your palms, lace your fingers, press your index fingers together. And then start to lift the arms without letting your shoulders shrug. Lengthening out of our waist. And then go ahead and side bend to your right. Inhale back up. And exhale, arms reopen, returning to star. From there, we're going to take those right toes and turn them to face the front end of our mat. Align your right heel with your left arch, and then when you're ready, bend the right knee. That's going to bring you into Warrior Two. So find that perfect place where your body is centered. You're feeling very open, very powerful. Lift the left arm so it comes up alongside your left ear. Stretch the right arm farther forward. Now lift the right as you lower your left and turn your right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. And then begin to pull that right leg straighter and straighter for reverse triangle. And really lengthen all the way up the right side of your body. And then from there, let's bring the arms back to shoulder level. We're in our starting position and we're ready for triangle. First thing we do is start pulling our left hip left, and then we're going to reach that right arm away from the left hip as far as it will go. Once we can't go any further, go ahead and lower that right hand and extend the left arm higher to the sky. So we want to feel like we're being drawn up towards the sky and not sinking down. And then from there, we're going to take that left arm and lower it so it's right across our left ear. And there's our side triangle pose. And then lift the arm back up and bend the right knee into extended angle. As we exhale, let's revolve upper body. Return to the ball of your left foot, so we're back in our lunge. And then we're going to inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Let's exhale, right hand down. Send that right foot back into your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again into plank. You can remain there or insert your push-up. And then while we're still in plank, just lift the left foot not too high. And then we're going to press that heel towards the sky and move into three-legged dog. We'll step the left foot through the hands, returning us to our lunge. And then from there, we're going to start pushing the right heel down, straightening that left leg, lifting the left toes. Inhale, looking out, and then exhale, melting into that front thigh. And then see about letting your toes melt back into the mat. one more inhale. On the exhale, let's rebend the left knee, return to the ball of your right foot so you're in lunge. And then we'll step the right foot forward with our big toes close and our heels apart. Bend, bend, bend your knees, pull them together as you're sinking those hips. Lift your ribs from your thighs and your arms alongside your ears. There's our chair pose. And then let's inhale and rise from our chair. Exhale, hands to heart. And then let your arms extend at your sides for mountain pose. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale. Now begin to shift your weight into your right foot. And we're going to take our left toes and just lightly touch them behind you. And then let's add the arms to the sky. And I want you to think about really stretching from the center of your body out through your fingers and out through that extended leg as we begin to tip forward, moving into Warrior 3. So find a focal point for your eyes. And we want to get so that we look like the letter T. Now let your hands come down first. And I want you to pull that knee in towards your chest as you bend your standing leg. Set the foot back down. Sink those hips a little bit deeper, keeping the knees pulled together. Lift up your ribs, add your arms alongside your ears into chair. And then once again, rise from your chair. Hands pressed together at heart. And then they return to our sides. So we're back in mountain pose. So same thing, we want to make sure that we're aware of keeping our navel drawn in. We're going to begin to shift our weight into our left foot. We found our focal point for our eyes. And then we're going to take our right toes and let them lightly rest on the mat behind us. Start reaching towards the sky with those arms. And then again, we're stretching away from the center of our body as we begin to hinge forward. Moving into Warrior 3. And then go ahead and bring your hands to the mat. And start to pull the right knee in towards your chest as you bend that left knee. And then we'll set the right foot down. And then from here, I want you to just begin to straighten your legs and let your upper body press against those thighs. You can even let your hands come behind your ankles and just use that resistance to bring you closer to your thighs. And then as we exhale, let your hands release, and we'll step back with our right foot and our left foot, returning to plank. From there, let's lift the right foot not too high and lower down. Now bring the right foot back down, and then inhale, rise into Cobra. Exhale, come back up into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale again into Plank. Lifting the left foot not too high. Lowering down. Lowering the foot. Inhale, rise into Cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes. Downward Facing Dog. Inhale again into Plank. And let's keep right shoulder over right wrist so that we can turn and open for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Come back around into full plank. Lift the right foot not too high. And then I want you to bring the right knee forward so it comes behind your right wrist. Once it's there, we're going to guide the right heel over, so we're aiming it at our left hip bone as we sink our left knee to the mat and press down through the top of your left foot. So we're moving into pigeon pose. Feel free to flip over onto your back and do upside down pigeon if you'd rather. If you're doing forward pigeon, we want to think about aiming that right knee to the side of our mat and then begin to fold forward. And we want to make sure the weight stays over the left hip and it doesn't sink into the right knee. I want you to push down into that right pinky toe, the side of it into the mat, and then really press down through the top of your left foot. From there, let's tuck the toes under on the left foot so that we can get ready to lift the left knee as we move ourselves onto forearms. And once we're on our forearms, lift that left knee. And there's your second position pigeon. Ease the knee back into the mat. And then start to walk yourself upright. And then from there, we'll sit on the right hip. Once we're onto the right hip, we'll start with knees and feet stacked together. And hold on to your left ankle with your left hand. Start reaching the right arm to the sky, and let's just do a little side bend to the left. And then let that arm float back down. And let's make our way around onto all fours. And then once we're on all fours, we'll tuck our toes so we can come back up into down dog. And then inhale yourself into plank. This time we've got left shoulder over left wrist, turning to open, adding that right arm to the sky, half moon. I'm sorry, side plank, not half moon. Come back around into that full plank. Go ahead and lift the left foot not too high, and then we're going to inch it forward so we can bring the left knee behind the left wrist. And then go ahead and sink the right knee down and use your right hand to start guiding that right heel across the body, aiming it at your left hip bone or your right hip bone, and then opening the left knee to the side of your mat and start to inch yourself down. We want to press down into the outer edge of our left pinky toe. Press down into the top of your toes on the right foot. Take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, we'll tuck our toes under on that right foot. And then let's make our way up onto our forearms. And then once we're there, lift that right knee. And there's our second position pigeon. And then go ahead and sink the knee back down. Start to walk the hands in. And we're ready to sit down onto our left hip. And let's bring our right knee and foot close together. Hold on to that right ankle with your right hand. Stretch the left arm high and side bend to your right. And then inhale to lift and exhale, let that hand come down. From there, we're going to stretch out both legs straight in front of us. Feel those sit bones on the mat. And then let your palms press down on either side of your hips. While you're pressing down into your palms, I want you to push out to the heels of your feet and feel like the top of your head is being pulled towards the sky. And And then as we exhale, we can soften a little bit and start to walk your hands forward. Pulling back with the tailbone. Think about belly button first, next is chest, and the last to go is your head. And then let's inhale our way back up slowly. Once we've made it upright, we'll keep our left leg straight and then bend your right knee so the side of your foot presses against your inner thigh. Hands on either side of your left leg. We're going to hinge forward again. And then from there, start reaching a little bit farther with that right arm and then begin to lift the right arm to the sky. On the exhale, let's place it behind us on the mat. You can bring your heel of your hand close to your tailbone. Now inhale the left arm, and as you're lifting the left, I want you to lift up those hips, push down into the bottom of your left foot. And then let's exhale and begin to sink our hip back down. Once the hip is back down, let's bring the right knee upright. And again, we're going to keep the foot close to the body. And let's wrap the left arm around the bent right knee. First, start by just giving that leg a hug. And then inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, start turning even more to look over your right shoulder. And then pass the back of your right hand around and see if you can get it to the outside of your left hip. As we exhale, let's untwist. We'll stretch that leg out. And then let's bend the left knee this time and start by placing the bottom of our left foot against our right inner thigh. Place your hands on either side of that right leg and fold forward. And then start extending that left arm forward. We're going to lift it up. Let the hand come down so it's close to your tailbone behind you. Inhale the right arm and then start lifting those hips and pushing the bottom of your right foot into the mat. And then exhale, we can sink back down. Once we've made it back down, let's bring the left knee upright, keeping that foot walked in close to the body. Start by wrapping the right arm around and just hugging yourself into that leg. Inhale a little bit more, lifting, exhale, rotating farther to look over your shoulder. And then see if you can take that left hand, pass it around behind you, and get the back of your left hand pressed to the outside of your right hip. Exhale, let's untwist. And then go ahead and stretch that leg out again. Hands on either side of our hips, pushing down into your palms, pressing through the heels of your feet, feeling the top of your head being pulled towards the sky. And then let that relax and walk your hands forward, pushing back through the tailbone and just folding in half. And then from there, let's inhale our way back up. Once we've made it back up, we're going to bend both of our knees, keeping our feet on the mat. Bring your arms between your knees, and then go ahead and hook around your second and third fingers, or hook your second and third fingers around your big toes. And then pull your belly button super tight so that your back remains long and straight and balanced. So lift those feet. And then we're going to open one leg at a time without letting the back round. So no worries if you can't get your legs all the way straight. that becomes our big toe wide boat. And then try bringing the legs closer together, reaching your arms to the sky. And then exhale, start opening, extending out through the heels of your feet and your fingertips. And then once you're down, just stretch yourself really long and straight on the mat. Try to stretch a little farther with left arm, left leg. A little bit farther with right arm, right leg. And then a little arm and right leg. And then a little bit farther with right arm and left leg. And then let everything relax. Lift the arms back up and let's return them to our sides. Once they've made it back down, we're going to walk our feet in and just keep them apart about hips distance. Let your toes turn in and keep your heels turned out and space your feet so that they're far enough away from your gluteals that when we bridge up, we're feeling it in the hamstrings and in the buttocks and not in the thighs or the knees. So we're inhaling, lifting off the mat one vertebra at a time. Check in that you're not feeling any pressure in your neck. And then while we're there, let's pull the right knee in and stretch your right leg towards the sky. And then let's bend that knee, set that foot down. And then we'll switch left knee in, extend towards the sky. And then let's rebend, placing the foot down, bridging up just a little bit more. And then as we exhale, we're melting down one segment at a time. Once we've made it all the way down, I'm going to pull the knees in really tight to the body. Feel that good stretch going down the spine into those gluteals. And then let's extend both legs to the sky. Arms at your sides, palms facing open. This would be our modified shoulder stand. This is also a great pose to do with your legs against the wall. If you want to move into full shoulder stand, we want to make sure we're using the abdominals to do the lifting and the holding, and the hands are just there for a little extra support. We don't want to feel like we're sinking down into our hands. So if you want to move into full shoulder stand, we're going to lift our hips, placing them into our hands, ensuring that we're not feeling weight pressing into the neck. And then we're all going to bend the knees. So people in modified shoulder stand, you bring your knees to your chest. People in full shoulder stand, we're bringing knees to ears. Then we're pressing arms into the mat. And we're rolling down so we end up with knees to chest. Let's all set the feet back down. Assuming that bridge position again, we're going to slowly peel off the mat. And just breathe into that hold. And then from there, let's inch back down one segment at a time. Once we're back to the mat all the way, knees to chest. And then start separating your knees while your big toes remain touching. Take a breath in this position. And then we're going to begin to open the knees even wider and see if we can get the soles of our feet to press together, pulling our heels closer to our body and breathing into our inner thighs and our outer hips. And then let's bring the knees back together and rest your feet on the mat. Open both arms wide. Let's start dropping the knees to the left. Take them as far as they'll go without lifting your right shoulder. And then while you're there, see if you can stretch the legs out straight. pushing out through the heels of your feet. And then use that left hand to press on the outside of your right thigh. From there, you can let that left arm reopen. Bend your knees. Come on back to neutral. And then slowly drop them to your right. Again, taking them as far as you can without lifting that left shoulder. And then seeing if you can stretch the legs straight, pushing out through the heels. And then use your right hand to push down on the outside of your left thigh. Reopen the right arm, go ahead and rebend the knees, and move yourself back to that neutral place. So once there, let's bring the arms closer to the body, palms facing up, and we're going to slide the left leg out. So just press out through the heel once your leg gets straight. And then slide the right heel until the right leg is straight and push out through that right heel. And then just continue to press out through both heels and start stretching your arms really long and straight at your sides with your palms facing up. And then while you're doing all that, I want you to tighten your belly and pull down on the back side of your navel. Now, I want you to relax your legs, but keep everything else going. And then let your arms relax. And keep holding the belly tight. And then let go of the belly. And feel yourself melting into your mat. And just feel your breath making its way around the body. Actively guided into places that still feel tense or tight, or areas of the body that give you some kind of issue. Let me hold the door for you. I may have never walked a mile in your shoes, but I can see that your soles are worn and your strength is torn under the weight of a story I have never lived before. So let me hold the door for you after all you've walked through. It's the least I can do. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts. Make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart and a grateful heart. And spread those random acts of kindness wherever we can. Remember always that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.
Namaste.
So I hope you have a safe day, a healthy day, and a day where you are kind. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.